Hey Scorpio, welcome to this space. This is going to be messages regarding this Saturn in Aries transit. So Saturn is popping in to the palace of Aries. And it's just, running some numbers, just kind of going over some things. So if you know anything about the energy of Aries, then you guys understand what parts of your lives are going to be going through some changes here, Scorpio. Okay. So we're going to see what Saturn actually has in store for you as, the end results of these next 3 years. Saturn is all about zeroing in on the pros and cons of what you're doing. It's all about you, right? It's all about us as individuals, but not in the sense of like, oh, it's all about you. Saturn is not here to, stroke our ego. Saturn is here to kick the ego out. Okay, Scorpio. And I have a feeling that there's a lot of you out there, Scorpio, who already understand that because you are ruled by Pluto. So, that's I feel like that kind of goes hand in hand. But anyway, Saturn is slow moving, Aries is fast moving. Okay. So I just get the sense that whatever it is that you are acting towards, wherever you are trying to insert yourself or assert, information into a conversation with somebody, what have you, whatever you are trying to create leadership, like if you have a leadership role, if you're a parent, if you are a teacher, if you're a boss of some kind of manager, whatever, a healer, I don't know, whatever it is that you find Aries energy residing in your life, Saturn is here to pinpoint every little detail of what you're doing and why you're doing it. And some of you may be going through your Saturn return right now, and it's not going to be as fun, okay? Depending on the karma that you have, are still holding on to, the karma that you need to work through, and the decisions that you are making, okay, towards your future, okay? All right. I am reading for both tropical and sidereal astrology. So if you are listening more for your tropical astrology, that means that you are a Scorpio in your sun sign. You may resonate more with the more tangible physical aspects of this reading, your money, your relationships, your home, your health, right? Your job. But if you are a Scorpio in Western astrology, then you are more than likely a Libra in sidereal astrology. But if you are a Scorpio in both, you're here watching this and you are a Scorpio in sidereal astrology, or you're a Scorpio in Western astrology, these messages pertain to you regarding Saturn in Aries. Okay. Excuse me, Scorpio. So let's go ahead and jump in. Let's see what Saturn is talking to Aries about you, Scorpio, about your constellation, about your your life or your lives. Okay. All right, Scorpio. Ancestors of light, messengers of light. What messages do you have for Scorpios, sun, moon, and rising signs for this Saturn in Aries placement, or a Saturn in Aries transit? Interesting. Who got this one? Oh, who got this one? Gemini. Gemini got this one. If you have Gemini in your chart and you're big 3, go watch Gemini's reading. Okay. It might resonate to some degree. I don't know. We have to continue with the reading to see. But you received study. So, So again, Scorpio, like I was telling Gemini, some of you guys actually want to go to school. You guys have really been contemplating going back to school. If it's not going back to school, maybe you're just taking a workshop, an online workshop. Oops, sorry. An in-person workshop. Like there's something that you want to learn. There's something that you want to understand more about. You guys might want to get certified. You guys might want to get some type of certificate, some type of, it could be a degree, it could be a certificate, okay? Um, some of you guys do need to start going to the library, you know, getting yourself a library card and going and, you know, just getting books, sitting down and reading them, okay? Like this is not like a situation of going on YouTube and listening to other people talk, you know, unless it's like an actual seminar. Some of you guys, you know, actually need to pay for seminars and get like real knowledge, okay? Um, let's look at the bottom of the deck. Miracles. Okay, so that's beautiful to see. I like seeing that. I like seeing that, Scorpio. So there are, during this Saturn return, you can expect to see some things happen where you're just like, there's no way, that makes no sense that that even happened, but thank you. You know what I mean? That's gonna, it's gonna be kind of like that kind of energy, like where did that money come from? Or, you know, somebody might refer you to somebody and say, you know, you may get a phone call and say, hey, you know, your friend referred me or a family member referred you to me, you know, gave me your number or gave me your email or whatever, and you know, we want to talk to you, we want to give you a job, or we want to give you an interview, or give you a discount. I don't know. Like there's definitely some good energy, Scorpio. So far I like what I'm seeing, because I just, you know, I just gave Libra their message and it was a little bit tough, you know. And for those, if you guys, you know, the air signs, it seems like they're having a hard time, but Scorpio, for you, even though you got kind of the same card that Gemini got, I do sense that during this transit, Saturn is going to cause some things to, Saturn and Aries are going to cause some things to happen that make no sense, but it's actually protecting you and helping you along your journey. Some of some of you guys may actually excuse me, you might actually end up seeing things, like, or hearing things, or having some type of spiritual visitation. But some of you guys, there's going to be some moments in your life that you probably can't speak to anyone else about. It's almost like seeing a fairy or seeing like a cryptid or something, or seeing some type of creature where it's like, I know what I saw, I know what I experienced, but like nobody's going to believe me, right? You may have a couple people who, you know, might believe you depending on the people that you hang around or that you confide in. So it's going to be like that. It's going to be like experiences where you just really can't explain it. You can't really put it into words properly. Or there's just going to be experiences where it's like somebody, you know, you may receive something or a message or received a gift and someone's like, how'd you get that? And like, I don't know. Like it just, you know. So that means that your spirit guides or your ancestors, your creator, they're listening. Some of you guys definitely need to go back to school for sure. You need to go study something. I'm also getting, I got this, I also get this, I got this with Gemini too. This can also be not necessarily you going to study. If your soul is calling you to that, whether you like it or not, go study, go to school, go to a seminar, go to a workshop. But I'm also getting that you really need to pay attention to your surroundings. You need to pay attention to what's going on around you, Scorpio, because you might miss out on some things that other people are not paying attention to. So you might have a lot of things that might be going on around you at this time, Scorpio, during these next couple of years. And it can distract you. It might be distracting other people around you too, but you have, I get the sense that you guys have an eye for some details that most people don't pay attention to. You may pick up on some energies about somebody that other people don't pick up on. Hmm. Interesting. Let's go ahead and pull a couple more oracle messages, and then we're going to jump into the tarot. And then towards the end of your reading, Scorpio, we're going to pull another oracle message for your overall advice for this Saturn and Aries transit. But let's go ahead and pull a couple more oracle messages for what's going on with you, or what will be going on with you during this Saturn and Aries transit, and what Saturn and Aries have in store for you at this particular time. For Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, ancestors of light, messengers of light for Saturn and Aries transits. Okay, so you receive smoky quartz, clearing negative energy. Please release, sorry, it says release negative energy from within or around you. Interesting. Scorpio, like I was saying, there are some energies around you and maybe also inside of you that are trying to distract you from what is truly going on, trying to distract you from the magic that is at work. Because if these entities or these spirits or this energy can get you distracted, you have your ancestors and your creators bringing things in, but then these darker energies are like, oh no, not on our watch. Scorpio's not, you know, they don't need those blessings. They don't need to be happy, right? There are some energies that really don't want you to be happy, Scorpio, and they are trying to distract you. They're trying to distract you. Pay attention. Pay attention. The more questions you ask, the more you study someone or something. You know, some of you guys may need to study. There's a certain topic some of you guys need to study. I don't know what that is, but the more knowledge you gain about a certain topic or a certain thing, you will have the knowledge that most people don't have. So when you educate yourself, you're actually blessing yourself. You're also protecting yourself to some degree. Clear quartz at the bottom of the deck. I cannot make this up. You have two quartz cards, smoky quartz and clear quartz. Let yourself feel all your emotions. Your entire rainbow spectrum of feelings is sending you important messages and guidance. So it's interesting how it says rainbow spectrum of feelings. You also have a rainbow on this card, right? So when it comes to your emotions or the emotions of others, kind of study that. How are people acting around you versus how they're acting around other people? That might be a sign into how they truly feel about you, okay? Whether they, you know, might be a real clear indication that they don't like you or they don't want to see you thrive, okay? How are you feeling about certain people when you're around them, right? What is the immediate feeling in your gut when you are talking to someone, right? Or when you think about someone? Feel those, if you immediately feel anger or you just kind of feel triggered, like when you think about somebody and what they said to you earlier or said to you the other day or whatever, you might, or maybe a few years ago, you might think about it and be like, why would they say that, right? You might think about how someone responded to you in a moment of need or whatever, and or in a moment of success. I don't know, but some, you know, there's some things that you're thinking about during the Saturn return where it's going to click and you're going to realize, oh, yeah, I don't think that person likes me. I don't think they support me. Or you might think about somebody and you actually might realize like, oh, that person actually does care. You know what I mean? It really does depend. Libra got this same message of protect your energy. Okay, so again, if you are a Libra in sidereal astrology, check out Libra's reading. Okay, check out Libra's reading. Very interesting, y'all. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot. Let's see here for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising signs, ancestors, for this Saturn and Aries transit. Let's see. You have the Lovers, that is Gemini. There's Gemini energy. You may be dealing with someone with Gemini in their chart. 9 of Cups. 8 of Cups. Cups and the Lovers. This is emotional. Okay, this is all emotion that I see here. Love or the lack thereof. Okay, 9 of Cups and 8 of Cups. So let's see what the bottom of the deck. You have the 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. That's Sagittarius. So overall, during this Saturn in Aries transit, Scorpio, you are receiving information. Not just, I'm not talking about, because if this was swords, it would be a different story. I mean that this is information based on people's actions. Okay. So you may be thinking about a time in your life, I don't know, where you needed something or you confided in somebody about something or what have you. You're kind of looking back at your friendships or your family dynamics or your romantic partnerships in the past and looking at how they acted or reacted to you or towards you. Okay. You have the Lovers here, so this can be friend, family, or romantic partners. Like I said, it doesn't have to be specifically romantic. It can be any relationship. These are situations where your heart, you opened your heart. You opened a space in your heart. You made room in your heart for these people. Okay? Or this person. But I have a feeling that it's multiple people. It's not just one person. That's not what I'm getting here. I'm getting multiple people during this Saturn and Aries transit. You are going to be thinking about past and present of how these people treat you. Not so much what they say. The 8 of Wands is not about what people say. It's about how they act. And you're going to be getting these spiritual downloads with this 8 of Wands energy, Sagittarius. You're going to be getting this information based on your memory of how someone reacted to you. And you're going to be collecting data. You're going to be collecting information. We're going to clarify these cards in a moment. Okay. And as you collect this data about your relationships, right, as you collect this information, Saturn is then going to bring to light, like, hey, you have the 9 of Cups, like, hey, they're blocking your success. They're blocking you from truly getting what you want and truly being happy. You need to stop giving your heart to so many people. Give it back to yourself, right? The only people that you should be interacting with and giving your heart to are the people who are willing to also keep space open in their heart for you, right? So this might be a time where you're just single, or, you know, you're just kind of doing your own thing, Scorpio, for the next 3 years, because it seems like there are some people that you've been connecting with who just don't really have it together. They don't know how to love you. And that's not your problem. And that might be the truth that you come into, you know, you may come to a realization of that truth and just decide, you know what, I'm not even going to waste my time. Or at least that's what Saturn is asking you to do. It's asking you to be fruitful, right? It's asking you to thrive. It's asking you to get out of these situations. Might be even asking you, hey, Stop talking to these people. Stop confiding in these people. Okay? Just saying. Feel all of your emotions, Scorpio. All of them. We have the Eight of Cups. This is leaving the past behind. Doesn't matter how much you got along with somebody, there is some type of truth that is being hidden within this person about how they feel about you. Even if they do have really strong feelings for you, their actions are what matter. So somebody, you can probably have someone who's saying, I really love you very much, but I'm just afraid of getting my heart broken. Well, their actions are going to show you that. And you do not need to, like, I was meditating yesterday, guys, and this is the message that came to me for everyone. You are not responsible to change anyone's emotions or fix anyone's emotions towards you. If their emotions are what they choose it to be, not you. You didn't choose, for them to love you. You didn't choose for those people to hate you. You didn't choose for those people to like you, right? You didn't choose for people to feel a sense, like a lack of trust, right? You didn't ask somebody to love you, they have their own emotions towards you. Now, if you've done something wrong to someone that has left a bad taste in their mouth, then obviously you have to right those wrongs. But I'm talking to the Scorpios out there who you really are trying your best. You've tried your best. You were there for people. You have a big heart. You're generous, right? Yet, for some reason, you're getting dealt a bad hand because someone has trust issues or someone is jealous of you or someone doesn't like you. Like, that's not your problem. How someone feels about you, if someone is disappointed in you, guess what? That's their problem. People who are disappointed in you, Scorpio, as a grown individual, that's them saying, well, you're not amounting to what I think you should amount to. So, like, you're kind of a disappointment. That's not your problem. Your life is your life. Your decisions are your decisions, right? With the Lovers card here, is like, that's Gemini energy. That is a clear and conscious choice to be together, to share information. Like, the Lovers is all about sharing information, communicating equally, talking about your deepest, darkest secrets or thoughts or emotions. It's honest, right? The Lovers is honest in its upright position. So wherever there is dishonesty, whether through communication or the lack thereof, or through someone's actions, pay attention to that and get out of there. Distance yourself, right? So yes, you guys are going to be getting a lot of information and a lot of spiritual downloads about someone, or just a group, just a number of people in your life. This can also be with family members, where you've always felt like your family just has been against you. I'm not saying your entire family. You might have a couple family members who care, but for the most part, some of you guys, this is family oriented. Some of you guys, it's relationship oriented. Some of you guys, it's friendships. Others of you, it's all of the above. It's time to cleanse your energy, Scorpio. It's about that time. Let's go ahead and clarify these cards for you guys, Scorpio. Let's go ahead and clarify the Lovers first. And then after we clarify these cards, we're going to pull an oracle message. Let's clarify the Lovers for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, ancestors. Ooh. Yep, Nine of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Temperance card. Yeah, bottom of the deck we have the World card, that is karma. That is stepping into a new timeline, right? That is the past, present, and future, right? This is how you step into the world, right? So how you step up spiritually and emotionally in your life, Scorpio, is, and what you allow and tolerate in your life, that is how you present yourself to the world. So if there are those of you who are wondering, why don't people respect me? Why don't people love me deeply? Why? The question is, why don't you love yourself like that? Because if you are not stepping up to the plate for yourself, Scorpio, and truly loving yourself and not depending on the love of others to determine your worth, to determine how powerful you are and can be, well, then when you step out into the world, the energy that you are projecting is the energy that you're exuding, the energy that you are emanating from yourself is, I don't love myself. So therefore, how are you going to be loved by others truly? And some of you guys might be like, oh, I love myself, you know, I always take care of myself. I don't talk to people. It's like, listen, this is on a deeper level, y'all. I'm not talking about like just through action. I'm talking about how long are you willing to be single before the right person comes around, right? How long are you going to allow others to be dependent on others? When are you just going to pick yourself up, Scorpio, and just be like, I'm just going to go do my thing? Like, screw everybody else. Some of you guys need to completely cut your family off. You guys need to completely cut a partner off. Some of you guys need to completely cut some friends off. Like, you're done. This is something where it's like you are done. You have to be completely done. Could be somebody here that you're dealing with who drinks too much, or maybe this is you. This can also be a block. But what I'm getting here, there are people who want to be in your life. This is that reconciliation. This is, you know, you have some people who are very creative in getting into your mind and trying to tug on your heartstrings. Because what they see in you, Scorpio, is that you are independent. You don't need them. The Magician and the Nine of Pentacles, you don't need this person. You don't need these people. And that's what some of these people in your life, they don't like. They don't like that you don't need them. They don't like that you have risen from the ashes time and time again. So they always want to come back. They're always going to want to come back and, you know, be in your face. But like, no, no. Some of you guys are actually reconciling with some people that you haven't talked to in a long time, and they're beautiful people. They actually really do care about you. But this is like balancing your emotions here. Balancing how you love others and how you love yourself, right? Let's go ahead and clarify the Nine of Cups here. Your relationships are at the forefront here, Scorpio. They're at the forefront. So anybody in your life that you have some type of relationship with, it is under the microscope. And you need to pay attention, Scorpio. Pay attention to these people. Pay attention to what they're doing. You don't have to say anything about it. You can just observe. And I feel like Scorpios, you guys are very observant as individuals. Nine of Cups being clarified by the Five of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Justice card. Yes, emotional transformation. This is emotional maturity. This is realizing that you're not alone, because some of you guys are still living in this Five of Pentacles energy. You know, some of you guys are just feeling like, oh, I'm just alone, you know, or I never have money, I never this. Well, there's something about the spiritual and emotional body that is blocking you financially, that is blocking you in your sexual relationships, that's blocking you with when it comes to romance or friendship, finding people that you can trust. Your emotions, you have control over how you feel about anybody. You have control over how you move throughout your life. You got people who move through life, they're just moving through life, but how they don't feel anything. They're just numb, right? People who really are happy, people who are living their best life and they're getting anything that they want, is because their emotions are in alignment. Their souls, their hearts, and their minds are in alignment. So if you're moving through life just kind of feeling like, you know, I'm never going to find love. I'm never this. I'm never that. Well, that's going to be a block for you, Scorpio. If you're upset because somebody doesn't want to talk to you anymore, if you're upset or disappointed and upset because somebody, cheated on you, whatever the case may be, why get mad about it? You can be mad about it for a little bit, but then after a while, you need to pay attention. Pay attention to these karmic patterns in your life. That can be protection for you. You are being pushed into a direction where all of your blessings are waiting for you. So if you're constantly going into different directions, thinking, "No, I'm going to find what I want. I'm going to find what I want." Well, who said that you need to look? Your blessings are over here, but you're going over here. What is your heart's true desire? If you meet somebody as a romantic partner, if you know that they're not your type, or you're just kind of settling, or you just feel like, oh, they're just a nice person, they're this, they're that, and you're making it more than what it is, you're settling. Where at in your life are you settling, Scorpio? If you're living in a place or in an environment or a city or a state or a town or a country where you know you don't want to be there anymore, Scorpio, why are you still there? If you're just trying to make the best with what you got, Saturn is here to say, like, stop making the best with what you got. Go after what you actually want. Pray for it. Ask for it. No matter how crazy it sounds to other people. Get out of this impoverished mindset. Get out of it. Bottom of the deck, you have the Sagittarius card of the Knight of Wands. Get out there, Scorpio. Move. Move. You don't need to stay where you are. If you want to go out there and just date for a while, go out there and date for a while. If you just want to travel, go travel. If you're capable of getting a house or getting a condo or some type of an apartment that you really, really want, go get it. If you want to go to school, go to school. If there's a seminar you really want to attend, if there's a workshop you really want to attend, go for it, pay for it. Because miracles are here. Like I said, the card of miracles overall, like, you don't have anything to worry about, Scorpio, but for some reason you feel that you have to worry about things. Why? Because of the people that you surround yourselves with. It's the people who have made you feel like, Scorpio, you have to survive. You constantly have to be doing this. You constantly have to be doing that. Instead of just attracting what you want, right? Let's go ahead and clarify the Eight of Cups, Scorpio. Let's see what the Eight of Cups, what you're walking away from, what you're leaving behind. You receive the Five of Wands. That's a Leo, the Four of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're done with fighting. Some of you guys are done fighting the process. You're done fighting your blessings. Some of you guys are done fighting with family members. You're done fighting with a friend. You're done fighting with a significant other, or just constantly in conflict with people. You're done. You are done offering your heart, right? You are the cup being offered. Like, this is you. You are that little cloud that's offering your heart. You're done. You're taking your cup back, though. Whether you're male or female, with the Queen of Cups, you're done offering so much of yourself. This is what Saturn is telling you. You are, whether you like it or not, Scorpio, whether you're ready or not, Saturn is here to say, with Aries, you are done offering so much of yourself to people. You're done. It doesn't matter how nice they are, how cute they are, how whatever. You're done offering so much of yourself. Take that cup back and pour into that cup and fill it up every single time, Scorpio. This can be your family, anybody, your significant other, or whatever. Maybe you're messing around with an ex still. Stop. You're done. Even if there are people who are like, oh, Scorpio doesn't talk to me anymore. Where have you been? Where were you when I needed you? Blah, blah, blah. Well, it kind of seems like these people, where were they when you needed them, right? Some of you guys, you just have to look at people and realize that their problems are their problems. It's not yours. It's not your problem. Just because somebody has a problem doesn't mean that you have to be the one to jump to the problem, Scorpio. That's their problem. They have to figure it out for themselves, just like you've had to figure it out. You're going to be all right, though, with the Six of Swords. You're going to be all right. There's going to be balance. You're going to, you know, things are going to run smooth. You don't have anything to worry about here. I like seeing that. That's Aquarius energy. So some of you guys, you know, if you're trying to move, especially like into an actual home, you know, you're trying to move from one place to another, trying to move jobs, what have you, it's going to be a smooth transition. But do not go back to old patterns. Do not go back to old relationships. Do not go back to relationships that, I'm trying to really put this in words, Scorpio, but there is, I'm just feeling like there's, for some of you, there is a relationship that's gaslighting you. And this person or these people gaslight you, and they're constantly saying things that sound good. It sounds like they're, like they make it seem like, yes, Scorpio, you're in the wrong. It's like this person has a lot of things to say that sound good, that make you look stupid, but they're still wrong. Like there's a situation where you are being gaslit and manipulated. Like no matter what you do, this person just makes you feel like you're just stuck as you are. That you're just always wrong. They never offer you any help. For some of you, there's somebody who never offers you any help. They never try to understand you. They never try to talk to you and ask you how you're doing. They just use you. These people don't care about you, Scorpio. I can't speak. I cannot be more like serious. There are people in your life right now, Scorpio, and you need to really hear this. For those of you who resonate with this, there are people who don't give a shit about you. I don't care how much they say they do. I don't care how much they say they love you, or they did this for you, they did that for you. They're using you. They are using you. Please do not get tripped up. The people in your life who actually are there to help you and they've never made you feel like you owe them anything, those are your people. The people throughout the years who were like, Scorpio, what do you need? Talk to me about it. No, I don't need no money from you. No, I don't need nothing from you. I'm just here to help you. Those are your people. Okay. Let me go ahead and pull one more oracle message, you guys, last but not least, for your overall advice moving forward during this Saturn and Aries transit. I wish you guys the very best, Scorpio, for this, with this transit, okay? I'm rooting for you guys, because I know y'all, a lot of y'all been through a lot. Let's see here for Scorpio. Coming to life, yeah. This is a beautiful card to get. Very positive. Scorpio, you guys have some beautiful occurrences, some beautiful life happenings, beautiful life experiences for yourself. And there are people surrounding you who know this. They know what you're capable of, and they're trying to stop you. They are trying to stop you, you guys. Beware. Beware of these people, okay? Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye.